Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Farhana Islam, Associate Professor, Gynae and Obstetric Department, Akhijuddin Medical College, Khulna. Welcome to today's session about the management and complication of heart disease. Previously, we discussed about the grading and types of heart disease. Now we start about the management of heart disease. At first, we evaluate some condition of the heart or any grading and anatomical and structural and anatomical grading and functional capacity of the heart should be evaluated at first. Then we should evaluate about any predisposing factor for heart disease, heart failure in this pregnancy, and also should manage the case of heart disease in pregnancy with joint venture of obstetrician and gynecologist combined with cardiologist, and should deliver the patient in tertiary care hospital absolutely. Now, if a patient is in early pregnancy and if her functional grading is grade 3 or 4 or any heart disease associated with primary pulmonary hypertension or Eisenmenger syndrome, or there is a pulmonary vaso-occlusive disease, we can offer the patient to terminate the pregnancy. Chance of any mortality to her for cardiac failure to continue the pregnancy. So we should offer her and we should counsel her about the complication of the pregnancy in that situation of her heart. So we can terminate the pregnancy early. This is therapeutic termination to save the mother. And now we should take care of the pregnancy in tertiary center and should regular antenatal checkup and should identify the risk factor. Identify with risk factor for cardiac failure. The risk factors are twin pregnancy and anemia and hypertension, hyperthyroidism, and any drug like beta-mimetics drug, and any infection like urinary tract infection or respiratory tract infection, and if her habit is high intake of caffeine or smoking. This should be identified early, and because those factors are predisposed to heart failure in this pregnancy. So should identify early and should manage and should treat the condition as early as possible to prevent the cardiac failure. There is some drugs like anticoagulant may given in the patient if there is an atrial fibrillation or pulmonary hypertension. We should continue the drug anticoagulant in pregnancy. We should given heparin, low molecular dose of heparin, because oral anticoagulant warfarin have high chance of placental transformation and transfer and causes a congenital anomaly of the fetus. So warfarin should be avoided in first trimester. So we give heparin in low dose, 5000 international unit daily for subcutaneously, and after first trimester, in the second trimester we can continue the warfarin, and in last trimester means after 28 weeks we should given it heparin, and heparin anticoagulant should be discontinued in 36 weeks, because after 36 weeks there is a chance of delivery in any time, maybe need for delivery in any time. So anticoagulant drug should be discontinued within 36 weeks. And in case of rheumatic heart disease, there should be continued the penicillin. Penicillin G should continue in pregnancy, throughout pregnancy, in 4 weeks interval, and 12 lakh and benzathine penicillin and should be continue in puerperium also. And in pregnancy, when should patient admitted in this hospital for termination? In grade 1, at least 2 weeks before the expected date of delivery should admitted in the hospital, in tertiary care hospital, and in grade 2, 28 weeks onwards, because there may be any unfavorable surroundings or unfavorable circumstances occur, so that after 28 weeks should be admitted in the hospital up to delivery. In grade 3 and 4, patient should be admitted in hospital throughout the pregnancy, because there are chance of heart failure in any time. So, should admitted in hospital throughout the pregnancy. Now, what is the mode of delivery? Usually, there is a chance of spontaneous delivery in heart disease is more than the normal pregnancy, because there is a cervical ripening occur because of there is an hyperemia, and so that chance of cervical ripening is more. So, a spontaneous onset of labor occur usually before expected date of delivery. And during delivery, some precaution should be given, because during labor, start of labor, there is a uterine contraction started when there is a more blood squeeze from uterus, uterine vessel to the circulation. So there is a chance of fluid overload, and there is a chance of cardiac failure during the process of labor. So extra precaution should be given during labor, and adequate during labor. Her position should be left lateral position, or there is modified dorsal position, and if there is a lithotomy position, there is a rise of leg, so that extra blood from lower extremity passes to the circulation. So should be patient is on modified dorsal position, and lithotomy position should be avoided during labor, and oxygen inhalation should be given during labor procedure, and there is an adequate analgesia should be given, preferably epidural analgesia, and if there is a pulse rate more than 110 beats per minute, we should given digoxin 0.5 mg, and fluid should be restricted to prevent the fluid overload. 75 ml per hour, not more than that. And cardiac monitoring should be done by pulse oximeter, and oxygen saturation should be monitored by pulse oximeter also. And central venous pressure should be measured routinely. And if there is a delay of second stage of labor, should be cut short by ventouse delivery, because in case of forceps delivery, position should be on lithotomy position, and it should be avoided by ventouse delivery. And third stage should be managed by active management of third stage of labor. And in puerperium, there is a chance of infection, and so that adequate antibiotics should be given to prevent the infective endocarditis, so that, and anticoagulant should be given because there is a chance of postpartum venous thromboembolism. And in case of cardiac failure in pregnancy, we should management in pregnancy or in peripartum cardiomyopathy, if there is an heart failure, should be managed by propped up position, oxygen inhalation, and digitalization, and if digoxin, and if there is a dysrhythmia, quinidine or electrical cardioversion may be done to save the mother. And in tachyarrhythmia, adenosine should be IV given. And if there is a cardiac failure, we should we try by diuretics and propped up position, oxygen inhalation, prevent the fluid overload. This is all about the management of heart failure. Thank you for patience hearing.